You know how some brands just feel different? They're not just selling you a product, they're selling a whole mood, an identity. Well, that's not an accident. It's a really powerful strategy that's blowing up right now, and it's called vibe marketing. So today we're going to get into both the art and the science behind it.
So it really all boils down to this, right? For years and years, marketing was all about the logical stuff, the features, the price, the benefits. But here's the question modern brands have to ask. What if the real secret isn't what you sell, but how you make people feel?
Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Vibe marketing is this amazing mix of two worlds. You've got the art that's creating a whole emotional atmosphere around your brand, something people really connect with. And then you have the science, which is using some seriously powerful AI to take that human connection and scale it up. Let's break down both sides of that. All right, first up, let's talk about the art. Putting that feeling over the features. This is the big psychological shift that really makes vibe marketing work so well.
And here's the psychology behind it, which is actually fascinating. Study after study shows that we almost always buy with our hearts first, and then we use our heads to justify it later. It's this thing called affective priming, where the vibe a brand gives off, whether it's bold or calm or trustworthy, it literally changes how we see everything else about them.
And this table, it breaks down the difference perfectly. See, old school marketing focuses on the product. Our bottle keeps water cold for 24 hours. Vibe marketing focuses on the person. Hydrate your hustle. The message goes from buy now to something that feels more like an invitation, like this is my tribe. And the tone, it stops sounding like a brochure and starts sounding like a chat with a friend.
I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? You're not selling specs on a piece of paper. You're selling a piece of someone's identity, a feeling, an energy, a sense that they belong. So that's the art. But how in the world do you scale that feeling? Well, that's where the science comes in.
So let's switch gears. We've talked about the why of the vibe. Now let's get into the how. And the engine behind this whole new playbook? It's artificial intelligence.
People like Greg Eisenberg are saying we're in this really unique moment in time. Knowing how to use AI in marketing isn't just another skill to add to your resume. Right now, it is a genuine, unfair advantage. But that window of opportunity, it's probably not going to be open forever.
Let's put this into perspective. Think back to, say, 2008. If you were one of the first people to really figure out Facebook ads, you had a massive head start. Same thing in 2010 if you were building mobile apps when the App Store was brand new. Well, today, that exact same kind of opportunity is here for people who master AI-powered vibe marketing.
Okay, but it's really important to get this next part. When we say AI, we are not talking about simple automation. The old way was just a basic if this happens, then do that kind of thing. The new way is all about AI agents. The best way to think about an agent is like a digital employee. You give it a goal, like find me 10 potential clients, and it can use different tools and access data to actually go and do the job for you. It is a huge, huge leap. Okay, enough theory. This is where the rubber meets the road. Let's look at 3 super powerful AI workflows that really bring vibe marketing to life, things you can literally start thinking about today. First up, the one-click CRM. So picture this. You find the perfect person to connect with on X or LinkedIn. Instead of spending the next 20 minutes researching them, you just click a button. An AI agent instantly scans their profile, analyzes what they talk about, adds them to your system, and then, get this, it even drafts a personalized message for you.
And the payoff? It's insane. You're taking a boring 20-minute manual task and turning it into a 1-second action. It's literally like having a personal research assistant working for you around the clock.
Now, let's take it a step further, because this one's kind of wild. A 24/7 voice AI agent. Using tools like Vapi.ai, you can set up a phone number where an AI, trained on your brand's vibe and all your product info, handles calls 24/7. It can answer questions, qualify leads, even sell for you, all while sounding perfectly on brand. And after every call, boom, it sends you a transcript and a summary.
The real magic here is that you're building a system that doesn't just sell for you, it learns for you. It's gathering priceless feedback from every single conversation, even when you're sound asleep.
And last but not least, let's talk content. What if you could turn all your great written stuff into a daily podcast, completely automatically? With platforms like String.com, you can create an agent that just grabs a new blog post from your site every day, writes a script from it, uses a voice AI to record it, and then uploads it straight to Spotify or Apple Podcasts.
And look, this is about so much more than just making audio files. This is about building a daily habit with your audience. Getting into people's ears every single day, that is an incredibly powerful way to build deep trust and constantly reinforce your brand's vibe.
So we've covered the art and we've covered the science. Now let's bring it all home. How do you actually put this all together and start building your own vibe?
Here's your starter kit, your game plan. It starts with the art. First, define that core emotion you want people to feel. Then, make a vibe board to keep it consistent. Then, bring in the science. Get your hands dirty. Experiment with an AI agent for research or content. Then, you gotta reflect that vibe everywhere. But the most important part? Stay authentic. You can't fake a vibe. It only works